We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway from Houston. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Aguilar throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield and broke down the defender.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. To throw on third down. Aguilar. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken inside his own 40. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On second down, they'll run it here. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Aguilar. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On second down, a run with Carter. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Landry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Back to throw now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
2nd and long. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry, and he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 59 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But that's this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Back to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out. But they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll look to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On third down, Aguilar going up top. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Aguilar. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Aguilar. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And his kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's
thrown across his body and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I think this one went away very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 3rd down, it's Page. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
This is fielded at the 27. And now out comes Houston.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st down, Landry, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. I think you would agree. Just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. He'll look to throw. And touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the gadget play gets him into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start with a battle right here in Florida. Jacksonville heading south to take on Tampa Bay. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The Bucs still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Rashad Bateman, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Drake London, a touchdown reception. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Texans, they did even less on the ground as they've struggled to get the run game going.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive. Aguilar. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw. That's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Back to throw. Aguilar. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Looking to throw. Aguilar under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's a big loss of 5 there on second down to bring up third and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Back to throw. Aguilar. And this is going to be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through to completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Houston's offense taking over again. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. 3 yards remain for second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They'll try the left side. Landry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's third down and
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
brings up second and 2.
Up the middle they go. It's Page, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Page. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. Throw left side complete. That's Page. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll run on first down. Landry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. To throw on 2nd down. Aguilar. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Aguilar. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's how multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
On is the Chargers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. So here are the Texans to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Page. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Page. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chargers getting set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On 1st and 10, Aguilar, and he's got it complete to Anderson.
Aguilar's pass complete to number 87. It's with the count 6. Brings up second.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Aguilar, wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 63 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Aguilar. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Aguilar finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. To throw on 2nd down. Aguilar. Harris has it over the middle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Complete to number 13. A gain of 7. 1st down, Chargers.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Aguilar. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the save.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Carter. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
After the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet. but time is still going to be a factor in decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. They'll try again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Interesting decision here because I think you've got to kick it and tie this game. If it's the second quarter, maybe then you go for it. But here in the fourth, you can't come away with nothing.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try the left side. Page. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Page. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Page. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So the Chargers now down by a field goal. At time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.